We have two all new filters for you today. These are mist polarizer filters, an all new one for us that we have developed in collaboration with Shortstache, AKA Garrett King. And Garrett came to us like 2 years ago, really wanting this filter. And we've spent the last pretty much a year and a half tuning these things in to be absolutely perfect. And what they are, they're gonna combine a black mist filter, which is gonna bloom highlights, kind of give you a little bit more depth and almost a little bit of a filmic look to diffuse light. So whether the light source is point lights like we have here or sunlights, as we'll show you some examples in a second here, but that's gonna create a nice diffused image, but it's also black. So what that means, it's going to retain all the detail in shadows. So it's gonna give you still that nice, dark, deep, rich shadow tone that is Shortstache's like signature look. And then that polarizer filter, which you can rotate, is also gonna reduce reflections coming off of surfaces, which is gonna also allow you to increase color depth. And we came up with two different filters. So we have the everyday version, which is a quarter strength mist, and that's gonna definitely bloom highlights. It's gonna be noticeable. It's gonna create a little bit more atmosphere of the kind of light rays coming off the sun or point light sources, but it's also fairly subtle. The idea of this one was you're leaving it on your camera all the time. That's why he wanted to call it the everyday filter. It pretty much hasn't left his lens the last year. And then we've got the Mist PL, which is definitely a more stylized filter. It's gonna be a half strength mist, and this is just gonna be an even more noticeable effect on blooming highlights even more, kind of giving you like an old vintage filmic look to your content, which is also a really cool one to have in your bag. And both of these filters use our brand new Chroma Polarizing Glass, which is gonna give you hyper neutral colors with zero color shift, perfect for doing portraits, as well as provides exceptional clarity. So once you thread this filter on, the polarizer is fully tunable, so you can either have it all the way off or you can have it all the way activated to reduce all the reflections. But you can always back it off if you say wanted some reflections to show up in your composition, like off of a window. You can tune it that way. Or if you want to reduce all the reflections, say if you're shooting like portraits and you want to reduce all the light kind of reflecting off of your subject's skin tones, which will leave behind like more natural deep colors, you can do that as well. It's fully tunable and fully customizable. And all these filters are anodized in a nice, really sleek matte green finish. Kind of the idea behind combining the polarizer and diffusion filter instead of stacking them was to just give you that ultra low profile on your lens, just so you can leave it on there all the time, kind of forget about it, and just give you that nice low profile finish with that matte green color. It is going to be available in a couple new sizes for us as well. We've got the 49mm, which is perfect for all these smaller cameras that we've been shooting with a lot lately. I know Garrett loves shooting with these smaller cameras as well. We've got the 49, nice low profile on here. Then we go up to the 67, 77, the 82mm, and then we've got the 95mm coarse filter, which pretty much fits on two lenses. You got the G Master, the 200 to 600, and then it's also gonna work on Shortstache's favorite lens, the Canon 24 to 70, the f2.0 lens, which also has that 95mm coarse thread. So that's the new everyday and Mist PL filter in a nutshell. If you guys have any questions, drop a comment below. Happy to answer them for you. I'm Jeff with PolarPro. We'll see you on the next one.